Hello everyone, and welcome back to this awesome video. And I'd like to take this time out to say thanks to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to this videos and this YouTube. I appreciate it. I really do. And for anyone that's new on here, I know how it is. You be on YouTube and you're scrolling and you're trying to find something interesting to watch, and you decide to stop at this video. I'd like to thank you for being here, and whatever reason why you stopped, maybe it's because of the painting, maybe it's because of the message, the title of this video, but I'm showing my appreciation, and I'd like to thank you for that. So everyone, give these people a hand of applause. Come on now, give them a hand of applause. Thanks. Yup, there you go. That's our thanks to you for being here. So if everybody would just snap their head to this wall, what do you see? You see what I see? An awesome painting. And look at the beautiful red and the watercolors. Just brings it out. And this is an awesome artistic person who takes their time when they paint. And they really put their energy and their time into their paintings, all their paintings, and they put good energy and positive things into the painting. And so this person really works hard at what they do, because they never went to school to learn how to do any of these things, so they're just going playing it by ear. And so they just decided one day to pick up the paintbrush, the pencil, and they just started drawing. So I love this painting. I love it. It's very beautiful, y'all. I really love it. I love the red. It's a really nice painting, for real. It really is. And this is art. This is a cartoon animated painting. Okay, and there's more to this painting than just what you're seeing. There's a lot more, but I am not using my professional camera right now, so it didn't get the whole painting, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But this person is going to put all their paintings that they have, the ones they didn't sell, they're going to put them all upload on the video YouTube, and that way you'll be able to see the whole painting, because this is a really big canvas, so you'll be able to see the whole painting once they show their videos on YouTube. So you'll be able to see that. But I'd like everybody to show some love to this artistic person. Really show some love, because this person works really hard when they do their painting. So y'all just show some love. Come on, show some love. The word of the day is symbol. A symbol is a mark, sign, or word that indicates, signifies, or is understood as representing an ideal, object, or relationship. Symbols allow people to go beyond what is known or seen by creating linkages between otherwise very different concepts and experiences. The dove is a symbol of peace, or white bird. Red, or a red rose, stands for love, romance. Just like red in the background. Black symbols the representations of evil or death. A ladder may stand as a symbol for a connection between heaven and earth. So that's the word of the day, symbol. Under the tropical, I'm sorry y'all, moving back, your astrology sign for August 2020, zodiac sign Leo. Under the tropical zodiac, the sun transits this area on average between July the 23rd and August 22nd each year. And under the sidereal zodiac, the sun currently transits this area from approximately August the 16th to September the 15th. The constellation Leo is associated with this sign, with this astrology. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, the duration, hope I said that right. Tropical Western, July the 22nd to August 22nd. Zodiac symbol, lion. Zodiac element, fire. And I think that's about covers it. And y'all just have to excuse me. I'm tripping over my words again today. Like I explained before in my other videos, that you know, I get a lot of haters and jealous people. And where I live at, there's a lot of that going on. A lot of people are jealous and hate me, and for no reason, no fault of mine, because of their own insecurities and their own low self-esteem. And so when I trip over my words like that, that is the reason. And I know some of you is probably like, nah, that's not the reason. You just messing up your words today. It's not like that when it comes to me. Okay, it's different. And for the people who knows what black magic, Brujan, evil witchcraft, and different things like that, if you're associated with that, or if you just know about it, or you grew up around it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And sometimes you can think that something so little like me tripping over my words, not pronouncing my words right, and misspelling or reading something wrong, a person that doesn't know anything about the evil, wicked world that we have today, and that we had for many, many years before we was on this earth, you would think that that's just a coincidence. You would think that that's just something that just happened. You would think that you just messing up your words today, that you had a bad day, or you know, just that's just something that happens to all humans. Okay, and not saying nothing bad to those people who feel that way, but most of those people who think like that hasn't been through the situation that we have been through. The people who've been through the curse, the witchcraft, the black magic, the Brujan, the evilness, the wickedness, okay, the spell casting and things like that. If you are a person that had spells cast on you, if you are a person that has been cursed by someone else, or maybe your family, your generations, going back to your ancestors, was cursed, and now you have to deal with this curse, because it goes from generation to generation, and somebody in that generation has to break that barrier in that curse, so they say. So for the people that has had spells on them, that's been cursed, they know exactly what I'm talking about, and they know that this is just not normal for me to mess up my words or or pronounce a word wrong. This is really something to do with spells and evil eye and jealous people and envy people that's sending me, as I call it, shots. See, people send you shots. They can send you shots through their mind by thinking bad thoughts about you, by thinking evil thoughts about you, by thinking wicked things about you. Or they can light a candle and pray to the universe or whoever their higher power is to send negative things towards you. Little things like that. Little things, just like things to make you hit your knee, things to make you trip for no reason, things to make you pronounce your words wrong, things to make you forget how to spell, how to read. Like, this is really wickedness on every level. And it doesn't take much for a person to send you the evil eye or send you negativity towards you. Like, they can think, like I said, they can think about it. They can say it out loud, say something really bad about you, say something really negative. As long as they put their energy into it, it could work. It's not always about the candle lighting. It's not always about the dolls, you know, the wicked dolls that they have, that they pinch you with. It's not always about the you know, all the tools you need for witchcraft or voodoo or cursing people. Sometimes it's just a simple word that can come out of someone's mouth without a candle. Like, they can chat things to you, they can pray prayers against you, okay, different things like that. And so these people that do these type of things to someone that didn't do anything to them and never caused them any heartache and pain, and these people just do that because they're jealous, because their self-esteem is low, because they don't have no self-esteem, and they don't love themselves and they're insecure. And so they try to throw shots at you to try to ruin your life because they're miserable. Because happy people don't do things like that to someone that they don't know, or they barely know, or they might know somewhat, or maybe you might even know them real good, or you might be related. But for someone to put that much energy into trying to destroy your life because their life is unhappy, or because they don't find themselves attractive or beautiful, so they look at you as an attractive, beautiful person, and so they get jealous and they throw magic on you, that's a person that's not happy. And you might look around and say, well, she's in a relationship and she's married and she's act like she's happy and always saying her husband and showing her ring. That doesn't mean nothing. If she was so happy in her relationship or her marriage was so good, she wouldn't be thinking about you. She wouldn't be thinking about your beautiful face and your sexy body. She wouldn't have no words about you. She wouldn't be wasting her time coming to your websites or your YouTube page or your Twitters and making disrespectful comments. She would be too busy being happy with her fucking boyfriend or her fucking husband. And that goes vice versa for men too. Now, we expect men to be mad and to be jealous, you know, because men usually, they get mad when you don't want to fuck them no more. They get mad when you're done with them. They expect you to stay around and keep giving them ass and open up your legs to them after they done dogged you out, talked about you bad, cheat on you and all kind of shit, and they expect you to stay with them and be loyal to them and keep giving them pussy. So when you don't give them no pussy no more, that's when they start talking bad about you. When you break up with them, that's when they talk bad about you and say all these things about you, and say some things they might say might be true about you, and some things they say that ain't true about you. But most times they lie and they make up shit, and they start anything that's hidden, that's dark, that you don't want nobody to know, any secrets they'll throw out and start telling everybody about it. So, you know, we expect that from men. But women, it's a little different. You know, you're not really expecting other women, especially grown women in their 40s, 50s or on up. You know, grown women, even if you're in your late 20s, grown women ain't supposed to do that, okay? That's the type of shit that little kids do. Little kindergarten, first grade, elementary school shit. But I see that a lot of grown women do this because they are insecure. They don't love themselves. They look in the mirror and they see an ugly duckling. They look at you and they see a beautiful queen. And they don't love themselves. And it's sad that if they were so happy, they wouldn't be bothering you. They wouldn't be thinking about you not one time. They wouldn't just say, oh, I ain't thinking about her, I ain't jealous of her. But in their heart, they're really jealous of you, and they are thinking about you. That's the main ones that be on YouTube trolling people's page. And that's sad. Because you don't got nothing better to do but to bother somebody else or try to fuck up somebody else's day. But the only day that they fucking up, y'all, is their own goddamn day. So when people do things like that, just ignore them. Don't let them get to you, because that's all they trying to do is to get to you, because they're miserable. So as they said, misery loves company. So just ignore them and keep going about your business, and you know, do what you got to do. For all you artistic people out there, I would like to give you my congratulations, and I thank everybody out there for congratulating this person that painted this picture, because you know, like I said, this person works hard at what she does. Not what she does, but what this person does. So yeah, this person works really hard. I didn't mean to say she, but this person works really hard at what they do. Okay, and I'm pretty sure anybody else that paints and shit works hard at it too, because it takes time. It's not as quick as people think it is. Okay, you gotta wait for shit to dry and all kinds of shit. So so let's get started right here. So I am not even going to read out of the book. I'm just going to tell you what I believe that these tarot cards are saying to me. And I'm not going to go in order. I'm just going to take it step by step. I'm going to pick one and I'm going to tell you what it means and what it's saying. So the first one I'm going to pick is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is about depression, sadness, abandonment, feeling abandoned, cramps, period. Depression is about bloating, hot flashes, mental pause, stress, suicide thoughts, angry, upsets, delusions, illusions, madness, confusion, heartbreaks, decisions, heads being in a cloud about decisions, not knowing what decision to make, not knowing what steps to take, no guardians or any people or persons in your life to help you. Alright, I'm going to put this down now. Y'all seen it long enough. The Nine of Swords is about headaches, migraines. The Nine of Swords in this particular card is about poverty, broke, not having money, not having enough money to be able to pay bills or to feed your kids or yourself. Because as you can see, and I'm going to throw this up one more time, in this card, for those of you who really wasn't looking, in the background, you see that wall got a hole in it. You see how her bed is? See how her room is? It looks like she lives, to me, it looks like she lives like in an abandoned building type looking thing. Doesn't it? Because I know sometimes, like, this certain city I'm not going to name, but it's in Pennsylvania. And people would actually rent people abandoned buildings. And it would have, the windows would be boarded up. And it would be rooms like this. Compared to the rooms that I seen, shit, this room right here on this car ain't nothing. And they would rent these abandoned building houses that look worse than this out to people, which they ain't allowed, but they would do it, and people would pay them, rent. Sometimes not having no running water, no electricity, no stove, no nothing. Okay? In some countries, it's like this. When you're living in poverty and you don't have no money and you're broke, you have to live with what you got. So, and it ain't just poor people that be stressed out. That's the Nine of Swords. There's rich people and celebrities that's going through the Nine of Swords right now as we speak. The Nine of Swords is about separation, divorces. Nine of Swords is about all kinds of negativity, negative thoughts, negative things. The Nine of Swords is about stressful situations, stressful home environment, stressful things in your house, lying and sadness. The Nine of Swords is about black magic, evil witchcraft, ungodly blessings, prayers that's prayed against you, no guardians, no spirits, no God, no ancestors, and no family, and no friends, no lovers, and no people that's willing to help you out of your situation. And in that card, she's holding her face. And usually when you hold your face, it's because what? You're stressed out, or you got a real bad migraine or headache. So some of you could be going through having migraines, or you could be having headaches. So it could be like a real bad headache, but not as bad as a migraine. Or it could be as worse than a migraine, or just like a migraine. If you are having constant headaches all the time, like every day, every other day, maybe you have a headache today and tomorrow and the next day, like for 3 days you have a straight bad headache, or you have a headache today and then it goes away and comes right back like a couple hours later, and then you have a headache again for the third day, and it might go away and come back, you know, a couple minutes or hour later, and you might think that this is just a regular headache. It's nothing, because it's not as bad as a migraine. It's not one of those like really bad headaches that make you not be able to see or concentrate. It's just a little headache, and you might say, well, this is probably coming from stress, because sometimes headaches do come from stress. But when you have a constant headache all the time, every day, or you might have it, like I said, for 3 days and then it goes away and then you get it again, this is time to. And also, if you have any migraines where the headache is really bad, where you can't see, where your vision is blurry, you might be seeing shadows, you might feel your head, like somebody's head, their head feels like they're going crazy, like somebody could be possessed. Or that could be the headache, the migraine that makes your head feel like that. If you ever watch scary movies and you watch possession movies, and you ever see when somebody is possessed on the movies, how they make their face like move real fast and stuff like that. So this could be either you're possessed, or this could be how that migraine is making your brain feel. Somebody's brain is like on fire. Like it's not, I heard it's burning, but then, okay, might be two different people, so I'm going to just say it. Somebody's brain is on fire and it's burning. Somebody else, or this could be you, the way your head feels right now, it's not on fire, but it's the headache is so overwhelming. And that's migraines. That's what they call migraines. It's so overwhelming, and it hurts so bad that they have to give you certain pills for that. And if you're having these migraines, you having these headaches often like that, go to the hospital, because this could be an aneurysm that's about to burst in your damn head, and you will die. A lot of people die from aneurysm, and a lot of people went to the hospital quick enough and you know, they saved them. But a lot of people didn't make it. So if you're having headaches, especially migraines really bad like that, you have an aneurysm. If you're having headaches and it's not as bad as a migraine, but it's bad enough and it's all the time, constantly, every day, like if you having it for like 3 days and then it go away and shit like that, I just said, that could be a migraine. So it's time to call that doctor and say, listen, my headaches is constantly, it's on, you know how they ask you what level. Is it level 1? Is it 0 to 10? So you got to tell them which one. Somebody just said theirs is at 5. Well, if you got a headache and the pain is at 5, why ain't you at the emergency room? You should be at the emergency room. You should be at your doctor's office, because you have an aneurysm. A blood vessel bust in your head, and the blood is going through your head, your brain. Somebody's brain is swelling. Somebody has brain damage. This was caused by a car accident that you was in the past, and recently. So go get that checked. Better safe than sorry. If the doctor said they don't find nothing, then they don't. Then you know they don't find nothing. But some of you need a CAT scan. That's what I just heard. CAT scan, X-rays. What is that? I should know what this is, because I should know what this is. Ultrasound on your head. So I heard CAT scan, X-ray, ultrasounds on your brain, whichever one they choose to do. Now, I don't know if they really do ultrasounds on your head. I know they do ultrasounds on your body, your legs and stuff like that. But your head, I'm not sure of that. But ultrasound came. So some of you need to get an ultrasound. Maybe you're pregnant and you need an ultrasound. Maybe you're pregnant and this pregnancy is giving you headaches, and this pregnancy is causing you to have headaches and have health problems. So it's time to go to the hospital and get help. Somebody got high blood pressure and they could be pregnant, and that happens sometimes when you get pregnant. You get high blood pressure because the baby makes you gain weight. No, men don't got to worry about none of this. All they do is bust a nut and that's it. The women suffer all the time through this type of shit when you're pregnant. And that's just what it is. That's how women's sperms was born that way. It wasn't because God made us that way. It wasn't because Adam and Eve ate the apple, because Adam ate the apple too. It wasn't those lies that they tell you in the Bible about how Eve ate the apple and Eve tricked Adam and Eve showed Adam her pussy and all that, and Adam's dick got hard, and that's why God punished Eve, and that's why you come on your period and you have cramps and you have baby. That's all lies. Because Adam ate the apple too, so he should be suffering too. Because Adam was a grown-ass motherfucker. He had his own mind, just like Eve. And God said to both of them, don't eat the apple. Adam don't eat the apple. Eve don't eat the apple. So Eve is not responsible for the choices that Adam made himself. And he didn't make those choices because he seen pussy. Okay? So that's all lie, and that's all things that men make up to try to make women feel good. I don't want to say feel good about having babies, but try to make women think that it's their fault and that's why they're suffering because of a woman, because of Eve. That's all lies. You are a woman. The male carries sperm in their nut sack, and there's a male sperm and there's a woman's sperm. And before we are born, we are mammals, and then we become human. So the female sperm has a different. Their body is different. Their body does different things. They produce different things. And then the male, their body's different. And their body does different things. And they produce different things. But we're both human and we all have the same, certain things in our body is the same. But except for certain things as periods, having the baby, having a vagina, and different things like that. That's what separates us from men. But it's not because the Bible. It's not because God's punishing you. That's who's all in the Bible. Prophet men. Men are in the Bible. Prophets of men are in the Bible. Who they say wrote the Bible? Men. So of course they're going to try to blame it on a woman and say that's why you suffer. No, you suffer because you're a woman, and when your blood flows, it cramps up your body. Okay, and different things like that. Women have milk coming out of their breasts when they are pregnant, so that they can breastfeed the baby. Okay, so it's just a natural thing. It doesn't have anything to do with Jesus Christ or God and that fake ass Christian religion bullshit talk that people make up themselves, and all that shit is controlling. So I'm not into religion anymore. But anyways. So that's how that works. Okay, so don't let nobody tell you different. That's just how it is. If you're a girl, if you're a woman, that's how it's going to be like that. That's just what it is. So let's go to the next one. The Three of Cups. So some of you are invited to a wedding, I just heard. So somebody could be having a wedding or is invited to a wedding, or you could be in a wedding. This is about celebrations, invitations, joy, happiness, peace of mind, peace in your soul. And even if it's just peace for that quick second, or peace for that one moment, or for those couple hours, you're in peace right now. Because the Nine of Swords, you woke up stressed out. This can represent being hungover too. The Nine of Swords. Let me throw this back up here for you. The Nine of Swords is about being hungover too. So some of you could be hungover. You know how you wake up hungover, you hold your head like, damn, I gotta get up and go to this fucking wedding. So you could be in the wedding, or you have to go to the wedding, or you're in the wedding. You might have to go to work. You might have to be invited to, you're invited to some type of outing or whatever. It's summertime where we live at for most people, I guess. And you're like, damn, I got a fucking headache. I'm hungover from drinking all this shit last night and getting my shit on. And when I mean get my shit on, I'm talking about getting your shit on, whatever type of alcohol or whatever you do, or get your fuck on, point blank period. So this could be a headache card from or a hangover card. This is because she looked like she got a hangover, and you know you got to get ready to go to this wedding. Okay, you got to get ready to go to this wedding. You got an invitation to a party or outing or something like that, and you might have to be. I heard you got to go to this play. I heard that you was invited to the play or you're in the play. So this could be a play that you're in, and in this play you might only have a little bit of lines, or you might not talk at all, and y'all just say a little bit of shit and toast, or you might not say nothing, just toast. Filmmaking you could be in, or something like that. And it don't have to necessarily be I'm gonna put that down for a minute. It don't necessarily have to be it don't have to be a big film. It could be a low budget film is what I'm trying to say. Or you could be in a play, any type of play, church play, a school play, any type of play, any type of film. Maybe you making your own film or something like that, and you overindulge yourself too much the night before, and you got a hangover and your head hurts, and then you got to go to this you got to go film, you got to go, could be a video that you're in, or you got to go to this wedding, or you got to go to whatever this is that you're invited to, or maybe you're the one that invited people to the house for whatever celebrity. A celebrity must be celebrating something, but whatever this party or celebration you having, this could be yours, okay? And now you just fucking hungover. You're hungover at this point. You're like, damn, I got a headache. I don't really want to go here, but you gotta go here, okay? And so this can also be about happiness, peace of mind, joy. Like I said before, celebration, weddings, engagement, commitment with a ring. You know how sometimes you have that ring commitment, like a man might give you a ring and it doesn't signify getting married yet, it doesn't signify being engaged, but maybe you just met and he gave you a promise ring. So it can celebration of that, any type of celebration, anything that's going in your favor, anything that makes you happy. That's what the Three of Cups is about. Anything that gives you joy, that makes you happy, okay? And anything positive, okay? And this is about, like I said, all negative things, all bad things, okay? Or just a hangover. This can simply mean that you got a hangover. And this don't necessarily mean that you got to celebrate the next day. You might just have a fucking hangover, okay? And so, let's see. Which one do I want to pick here? Okay, I'm going to pick that one screaming out to me. Pick me, pick me. It is. Okay, let's pick you. So I'm not going to read from the book. I'm just going to look at the cards like I said before. And this card reminds me of someone in a different, what these cards are, people in different countries. And it looks like that he won. He got victory over his situation. And even though this person is broke, he lives in a city or a country where they don't have much money, but people still struggle with the same situation and the same things we struggle with, okay, over here in the United States. People in other countries struggle with voodoo and witchcraft and all kinds of shit. And so this guy looks like he's really happy. He won a prize, or he got some type of victory. It looks like to me he could have won this bus. And I know when I show you the card, you might be like, why are you happy about winning the bus? It look like that. Because in them countries, them poor countries, that bus right there, like your Lamborghinis, how you be happy if you get a Lamborghini for free, or your Escalade for free. That's how that bus is. That bus is like an Escalade or a Lamborghini. Trust and believe that. Like a 2020 Lamborghini or Escalade, or 2019 Lamborghini or Escalade. In them countries, that's like a Escalade for real. And so this person looked like he just bought his first bus or his first truck. Okay, and this looks like to me, this is matter of fact, I can see what it is. You ever see one of those pickup trucks that has the back open? And so this person is very creative. So this could be you. You could be a creative person. You could be artistic. You could be a landscaper, I just heard. Or you could be architectural engineer or engineer architectural. Okay, so architectural engineer, I believe, is like when you sketching buildings. Engineer architectural is when you building things and you're fucking with like shit like that. You could be someone who what is it called? Electronics. Like you fix a computer. You could put you do lights. You put the lights in the walls and shit like that. Different shit like that. Or any type of artistic thing. And this person is artistic. And so he took his truck. One of those trucks that you can move furniture in. And he made this thing look like a bus. And I'm about to show you. Okay, and this is what he does. He rides kids to school. He could put animals in there. I don't think he could put real big animals in there, but he could put animals in there. Yeah, it looks like a bus, but it's actually a truck. But the way he has it made, and he has it both of the stop signs. So this could be someone who, because in these countries, they have someone driving, and then they have someone in the back where he's at, and I'm about to show you. And just to watch out for everybody and the kids. I seen in this one country how the police officers on the motorcycles in this one country, they have to run straight, like how a car is coming this way and the motorcycle is coming that way, and they have to run straight towards the car. And when they go straight towards the car head on like that, the motorcycle, the cop, that means for that car to move over. So these people in this country be speeding down these roads, right? And they be going head on towards the car or the truck in front of them. And they will not stop. So the person that's driving has to go over to the other side. That's dangerous. But that's how it is in certain countries. So this person got the victory over his situation. Or this person got enough money to buy him or make him this bus or his transportation for his job. And this person looks like he won something. And this person looks proud of a job well done. And this person looks like he just got a job and he could be happy about that. So this person, I'm going to show you it. See that? I'm going to try to come closer so you can see. See that? If you look, you can tell that that's a truck. That one of those trucks with the back out that you upload furniture and shit in. What's called pickup trucks? Look. And he made this out of, it looked like he made the top part, that blue and yellow part. He just stuck that on top of there. And it kind of remind me of a bus. Like a school bus or something. A small school bus. Remember people used to say the yellow bus? Like that. And see how he got the two stop signs on each side? That's why I said it reminds me of a school bus. And in these different countries, see what he's standing on? Like some bandana or something. So in these different countries, he had to stand there like that with the door open as he's driving. And these people be driving fast. In these small countries, they do what they got to do, y'all. So this is about victory. Okay, so you might have been this. I'm going to put all these together so you can see it. Okay. You got victory over your situation, over something that happened to you. You got the victory. Okay, because as you can see, the 9 of Swords, you were stressed out or you was hungover. You was tired. Let's just go with stress. You was stressed out. Things wasn't going your way. It could have been curses, spells. It could have been through the fault of your own. Whatever this stress, whatever this negativity that was been going on in your life, you got the victory over that. and that's the victory card. See how he's holding up his victory sword, which this ain't a sword, this is a machete, because in other countries they carry machetes around, they don't carry swords. Okay, so they ready to chop up motherfuckers, don't listen. So you got the victory over this situation. And so as you can see, the Three of Cups is here, and so now you're celebrating, and now you're happy, and you're moving it, and you're in a more positive time in your life. You're not the Nine of Swords anymore. This could simply mean that, like I said, waking up with a hangover and have to go somewhere, or this might be your invitation because you might have won something. Maybe you're artistic and you won a prize, and now you got to go to the ceremonies that they have for you and all that other shit that takes many, many hours and shit like that, and they got to announce everybody's name and shit like that, and you have to get up and go to this, and that's why the Three of Cups is here, and the Nine of Swords is just saying you hungover, and the K-Knight machete just saying that you won a prize, or you got the victory over something and you're celebrating it, or somebody celebrating you. Somebody, you know how the celebrities celebrate other celebrities and they sing their songs and shit, something like that. It don't have to be a strategy, like just like that. It don't have to be nothing expensive like that. And you could be a celebrity, so you could be waking up with a hangover because you got the victory and you won something, or they invited you on a red carpet or whatever, and throw some sunglasses on, girl, and call it day. So let's do one more. Let's talk about the devil, because the devil is in a lot of people's situation in 2020, and the devil is in a lot of people's situations since they've been little, since they've been born. So it's always good to talk about the devil and acknowledge the devil. Now my belief is changing, and I'm starting to believe that there's not a devil per se. There's not a person or a demon or a spirit that's not human. It's in my situation, I believe that, I believe that it's not a devil. You know how I say the devil was in heaven with God, he was beautiful, and he looked inhuman and shit like that, and this is a regular person. Okay, so for me, and I'm going to try to explain this, the devil is people. Okay, people are the devil. Okay, people who do magic and witchcraft and curse people's life for no reason. People who kill people and stab people. I just heard stab somebody up. So somebody just stabbed somebody up recently. You're going to get caught. You think this person got away with it, so this person thinks that they're good, but they're going to get caught. I'm here to tell you, you're going to get caught. The devil to me is people. It's not a devil where they show some of the devil cards, like the Orisha devil cards. They show the devil as half man and half woman, half man, half woman, and half animal. That's what the devil card looks like in the Orisha card. And the devil, of course, has a big glut stomach. But every time I look at that devil, I don't see it all the time as a glut stomach. I see it as someone pregnant. Okay, you could be pregnant to somebody that is the devil. That somebody that acts like the devil, that treats you like he's the fucking devil. Because the devil to me is not just one person. It's not somebody that God had next to him. The devil is anyone who's wicked, evil, and that does wicked, evil things to people. Drug and rape people, kill people, abuse, mentally abuse, physically abuse, spiritual abuse, anything that has to do with abuse and violence. Any person that is a bully, any person that intimidates people to get what they want and manipulate people, they are the devil. It's no devil like in God, that there's a devil and God threw him out of hell. No, it's everybody that's wicked is the devil. That's what my belief is. So yes, spirits can be, I consider spirits being the devil. If your spirit, if somebody passed on and they're still evil or wicked like they was before they died, then they the devil. Okay? I do believe in demons, and And I believe demons, or some demons, are wicked and evil and will do you harm. And so I consider them being the devil. Anybody or anything or any spirit that's evil and wicked, that doesn't have your best interests at heart, that will harm you in any type of way, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual, is the devil. Anything negative is the devil. Okay? And the devil can be in objects. The devil, somebody has a doll that is has a spirit in it, an evil spirit in it. Get rid of that doll while you still got it. And I just heard they tried to get rid of it, but somehow the doll came back. And I'm not just saying this because you see that on scary movies, but I'm just saying what I just heard. So I just heard burning. But I don't know if burning it is a good thing. But I just heard burning. Dumpster, burn it, and trash. Holy oil, holy water. So maybe this is saying put it in a dumpster, put it in an incinerator, burn it, put holy water on it, put holy oil on it. Because I heard dumpster, trash, holy oil, holy water. So, yep. So we got the devil here. And I like this card right here because they represent the devil as a voodoo doll. Because the devil can be a voodoo doll. But the voodoo doll is not the one that's the devil. It's the person behind the voodoo doll that makes this voodoo doll evil and wicked to do harm to other people. So the doll is a regular doll that they make. Some people make this themselves, some people buy it. And so it's a regular doll that people make, or that people make and then they sell it. And they put their intention in it and their evilness in it when they make these dolls. And so that's what makes the doll become evil and wicked and be able to manifest bad things to other people. Okay? I'm not going to keep this up long. We're going to take it down. Just look at it. Okay, so this voodoo doll is really good for the devil. And as you see, the voodoo doll has a snake around his neck. Okay, this voodoo doll, like I said, the devil comes from people. The devil is people. Without people putting their attentions into this voodoo doll would not be nothing. It would just be a doll baby, and that's it. If it wasn't for people making their own voodoo dolls and putting evil spirits inside this doll and doing ceremonies and different shit and going to people's grave and getting their dirt and getting people's bones, dead people's bones and stuff like that, and doing their rituals and their voodoo and their witchcraft, their evil witchcraft and their evil curses and shit, and doing things to curse this doll and putting their blood on the doll and shit like that, this doll wouldn't be evil. It would be a regular doll baby that you buy at the store with cotton stuck in it. But people make this doll evil. People made this doll, and they made this evil, and they did put their evilness inside this doll. And this looks like somebody that's trying to kill somebody, like they're trying to hang somebody, or they're going to send a snake to bite somebody because he has a snake around his neck. So in this tarot deck, this card right here represents the devil, because voodoo dolls are evil. Now you have some that's not. You got love voodoo dolls to make somebody fall in love with you, which I wouldn't recommend you do. And then you have this plain right evil voodoo dolls for whatever evilness you want the doll to do. Okay? Just remember, when you do evil to people, evil comes back to you, so they say. When you do something wrong, the Bible says you reap what you sow. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. In the witchcraft, in the witchcraft book, Bible, it says karma comes back to see you. So both of these things be the same thing. You reap what you sow, and karma is the same thing. It's just different words and worded differently. And basically what karma and you reap what you sow means is what you do to someone else is going to come back to you. So if you do something evil to someone else, if you did a doll on someone, if you did black magic on someone, if you curse someone's life, that curse is going to come back to you, but worser. If you did something good for people, if you're a good person and you help people, then you're going to have good karma. Then you're going to reap what you sow, and something positive. You're going to have a gift, a blessing. Okay? And so when you do people wrong, that they say it comes back to you. So this could be why these two cards are here. See, you got the Nine of Swords, stressed out. The devil was in this situation. Okay? The devil was in your situation last night because you drunk too much, and that's why you got a fucking headache. The devil could be in this situation. You could be stressed out because somebody's cursing your life and you can't sleep at night. Got you tossing and turning, waking up all crazy hours of the night because they're casting, doing witches shit to you. That's why you're getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because they're doing their spell work around that time. The witches always do their spell work around 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's what's waking you up. Okay, you could be not being able to sleep. You could be stressed out. Any situation that makes you stressed, that's the devil. Any negative thing is the devil. Whether you cause it yourself or someone else is causing this in your life. And if you're in a love relationship, because you got the Three of Cups. Okay, so if you're in a love relationship, then the devil is in your relationship somewhere, because the Three of Cups is here. Not looking at them being joyful and happy, but looking at the cards in a different way. Okay, look at it as the Nine of Swords, being stressed and having the devil in your life. Okay, and the Three of Cups. So to me, that means having a relationship that's stressful. You know, the relationship is one-sided. He can do what he wants, but you can't. He's making you not be able to sleep at night because this nigga didn't come home for a couple days. So now you restless. He could be casting love spells on you, or he could have made a doll up for you to have you like this. This could be an ex. This could be somebody you ain't giving pussy to no more. Okay? This could be someone you married to, you in a relationship with, or a friend that's causing this devil in your life. This person could be the devil. And this is all about stressful, bad, fuckery relationship that you don't need to be in. And you just need to tell that motherfucker or that female goodbye. See you, peace out. Nigga, I ain't got time for the devil. Shit, I don't want the devil in my life. Fuck that nigga. Me and my kids we call it black cloud, and we call it that nigga. No disrespect, but we call it that nigga. Not the other one, nigga. That's what we call it. We call the devil that nigga, or black cloud. That's what we call it. Cause that motherfucker always want to come around with some darkness. See how it's dark in the background? This motherfucker always want to come around with some darkness. So you could be having some darkness in your relationship, okay? And it could have started out happy. It could have started out like the Three of Cups. You was celebrating. You was happy with this guy, and he portrayed himself like he was a good person, like they always do. And then you got to know that motherfucker. You said, "Why did you tell me you was the devil?" Found out this motherfucker wasn't shit, was the devil, and all he caused in your life is a fucking Nine of Swords. Nothing but stress, headaches, downfalls, losing your house, losing your car, just everything is going wrong in your life because of this motherfucker, or for your own wrong, or whatever shit that you doing. And if you have this in your life, if this situation is you, and this is going on in your life, no matter how the cards are put, even if it's put like this, or if it's put it that way, it don't fucking matter. If this is going on in your life, this can be because you're reaping what you sow. Karma's coming back to your ass, and you getting what you gave somebody else. So this remember, guys, you reap what you sow. If that's true, you better be very careful, because I know a lot of people that did a lot of evil stuff to me, and they're going to get theirs. If it's true about reaping what you sow, if it's true about karma, they're going to get theirs one day. And one thing about you reaping what you sow in karma, guys, is it doesn't know where it's going to go at. It can affect one of your loved ones, your kids. Okay, it can affect your life. It's going to affect your life even worse than what you did to me. So sometimes when you see people walking around here happy that did you wrong, they ain't always happy. They going through some shit. And I know you like me, like I want to see them go through it. I want some results. I want proof. I know that's right, because so do I. So if you're going through some fuckery shit that's no fault of yours, I'm just here to say I can understand that. Try to get some cleansing, like do a water bath, a spiritual holy water bath. So go to a Catholic church or whoever church that sells holy water and get some holy water and some spring water. Okay? Holy water and spring water goes together. Now, if you don't have spring water and you have to use tap water, boil your water first. Let it cool down real good. Remember, y'all, cool down. Don't be putting no scalding water on you now. And then you put the little bit of the after you boil the water and let it cool down. Let it get real cold or warm at least. And then you put the holy, like 1 drop or 2 drops, 3 drops of holy water. 1 for the Father, 1 for the Son, and 1 for the Holy Ghost. I gotta take my own advice, y'all. And you put that in your water, either spring water or you boil your water. After your water cools down, put 3 drops in your holy water in your water. And you can either soak in the tub or you can put it in a bucket or whatever you might have. Use whatever you got. And just make sure if you use a bucket, don't use the bucket that you mop your floor with or clean your house with. Use a brand new bucket. You could use a cup. You could use one of those Kool-Aid things. Okay? Use whatever you got. You know, and just, if you don't want to do the bath thing. And just pull, after you take your regular shower, then you just pull that slowly from the top of your head all the way down. You have to do the top of your head. So for some of you that might have just got your hair done, you might have just got a perm. You know, I know how it is. When you black and you just get a perm, you can't be wetting your fucking hair. Hell no. Shit. And when you, not just when you black, but when you Puerto Ricans too, because y'all got our hair too. When you know, like our color and our culture, when you get your hair done, you can't just be wetting that motherfucker. You pay all that money to get it done. So this is what you do. After you take your shower, okay, then you take the water and you stick your hand in it and you splash it on your hair. Whether it's your real hair or fake hair, doesn't matter. It don't matter. Splash it on your hair, just a little bit, you know, and then take the rest from your shoulders or from your neck on down, from your shoulders on down to the rest of your body with the holy water, the spring water, or your boiling water. But make sure when you boil your water, make sure that the water is cooled down first, okay, before you do that. And if you want to take a shower, if you want to do the bath could be easier. You could even do your bath and get a cup and do that shit and put it on your upper body. You can take your hand, put your hand in the bath water and just splash it on your hair, okay. You splash it on your hair. You can splash a little bit on your face. Okay, and when you do put 3 drops of holy water into your spring water or your tap water, make sure, like, stir it up a little bit with something. You don't got to use a spoon, but make sure you clean that spoon good. Or just use your hand. Stir it up with your finger. You don't got to use no spoon. Stir it up with your finger. And, you know, just so the holy water can, like, be around that shit and be all up in there. And you don't have to sit in the tub for 15 or 5 minutes or none of that shit. You can just sit in there for 3 minutes or whatever, you know. And you can say a prayer if you want. You can say songs out of the Bible if you want. So for those of you who don't know, 91 songs is good, they say. 35th songs is good, and the 23rd song is good. You can say, or you can say a chat, or you can say a prayer. You can say whatever your beliefs is. If you don't have no beliefs, then just pick one. Google it, okay? So the 23rd songs, the 35th songs, and the 91 songs is good for those who don't know, who don't believe in that shit, okay? And or you can make up your own prayer, say your own chat. Because the thing about it, they say, is you have to put your own intentions into this situation, okay? And plus, on top of that, the holy water has already been blessed. For those of you who are Baptist and shit like that, where you don't have holy water, you can use your oil. Just make sure you go to a church where the pastor or whoever this person is ordained minister and also a seer, a prophet, and that is really gifted Okay, you don't want to just go to any church and get any type of oil, because sometimes people can pray over something and they could be going through their own shit, or they can have some type of health problem or disease, or they might be going through some shit you don't know about, and they can pray over that oil, and you take it home and put it in your bath, and then next thing you know, you going crazy, you having migraine headaches, you all fucked up and don't know why. Because this person wasn't holy, number one, and this person had no business praying over that fucking oil, because they know they was going through some bullshit. They knew they was having health problems. They knew they had the demon was attached to them or some spirit, and then they gonna try to pray over some oil and bring it to the fucking church and pass it out to people. Somebody done did that. Now you know you was wrong. You know you was wrong. God wasn't with you. I just heard it as a female say, God was with me though when I prayed over it. No, he wasn't. Because if God was with you when you prayed over it, motherfuckers wouldn't be sick right now. Okay, this motherfuckers would be sick. God don't make sick holy water. Okay, God don't make sick oils. Okay, he ain't going to make the oil make people sick and make people go crazy. Because some of those people that got that oil start like losing their minds and start like feeling like they was going crazy, and like you see in those scary movies how when people possess or whatever, or they show the crazy people how they make their head go fast and shit like that. That is really how it feels to go crazy. Seriously, y'all, no jokes either. And so some of you gotta hold that fuckery holy oil, and you start feeling the same way this crazy bitch was feeling. She done made the whole congregation crazy. Made everybody sick. Some people was throwing up and shit. Some people was going crazy, going to the mental hospital and shit like that, because you done passed out some bad shit. And this could have been somebody who intentionally did that shit and did some black water or that holy water and put it in the church. I see somebody sneaking in the church and like taking your holy oil that was really blessed and replacing it with witchcraft holy oil, and they got everybody in the congregation sick. Some people start like losing their minds and shit like that, and I just feel like the congregation is all right now. Everybody's getting a little better now. They're coming back to their senses. Like things is being cleansed and cleaned up in that church now. Like God is or whoever your higher power is, whoever you pray to, is cleansing you and helping you. So that's a good thing. So that's why I said just be careful when you go to these churches to get that holy oil, okay? Now Catholic churches is always blessed, is always good, but you still, you gotta be careful with the holy oil too. I'm not saying, the holy water too. I'm not saying you don't have to be careful with holy water in Catholic church, but Catholic churches and no priests, they are really saved. Not all of them, but most of them are really saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost. They don't have sex. They the hermit. When God says go in the hermit mood, they go in the hermit mood. Okay, they might go somewhere out in the country and shit with no TV or nothing. Just pray to God all day and read their Bible and do what God said. And see, these preachers don't do that. They don't go in the hermit mood. They go home and get on their computer, get on Facebook, get on YouTube, get on this what's that celebrity thing called where you can pay to see celebrities or some shit, or get on porn sites and all that shit. And I'm talking about men and women, and get on some gay ass porn sites and stuff like that. Not saying nothing about gay people, I just say gay ass. And do what they normally do instead of going home and shutting everything off and doing your prayer and going in your room or your prayer room and being with God and meditating on the situation on your church and the people in your congregation that come to your church because they need prayer and they need deliverance. Okay, so they need you to go home and go in hermit mood and turn everything off and pray and read your Bible and shut the world out. But y'all motherfuckers don't do that. Okay, these preachers don't do that. And some of you preachers that don't got jobs, okay, you can go to the country or something like that. You can go to a park. You can go anywhere that you want to go because you got a car. You don't give a fuck about driving around when you're going to get some pussy. And you know you ain't supposed to because you married and God's watching you, but you don't care. So go somewhere secluded and pray. You can take your wife with you, okay? You ain't got to leave her at home unless you got little kids. She got to be home, okay? And for the wife, that's you know, with these preachers. You marry that motherfucker. You know how he is. You know he's a cheater. He done had baby out of wedlock. You already know what the fuck it is. You already know the deal. So stop trying to act like that man can't go to the park or go somewhere and into harm it mode because you so insecure thinking he gonna cheat on you, because you already know he cheat on you because he been cheating on you and you still with him. Your fault, not God's. Because God didn't tell you to stay there. You told yourself to stay there because your little tiny brain, you think that's love and that he loves you and you want to forgive him. So if you want to forgive the man, then you got to forgive him and you got to trust him. And you might say, well, I know he's cheating. Well, you got two choices. You could stay there and be a jackass, or you could leave. But other than that, if this man is saying he's going in a harming move and he's going up there to do God's work, and if he's lying, then that's between him and Jesus, him and God, him and Bethlehem, or whoever the motherfuckers in the Bible, the angels and shit. That's between him and them. Okay? And I know some people might get on here and say, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my wife that so I can cheat on her. Or I'm gonna tell my girlfriend that so I can cheat on her. First of all, nigga, you ain't an ordained minister, so that's not gonna work. But then again, I don't know why females act like they so stupid they don't know shit, because they don't live in reality, they live in fantasy land. Okay? And second of all, if you are an ordained minister and you see this, listen to this and say, oh, that's a good idea, I'll just say that, and then me and my what they call mistress can go somewhere and my wife can think I'm somewhere praying and shit like that. Well, that's on you if you decide to make that decision. Okay? You're eventually going to get caught if you never got caught. And if you did get caught, of course you're going to do that. Your wife knows about it, so she's stupid any damn way for being with your jackass, and you're not an ordained minister. And before I leave, let me tell you, ordained ministers, or it doesn't matter what rank, role, or religion you are, if you're an ordained minister, you're supposed to go by truth, justice, and do things the right way. God is not evil or distorted. Mother Earth, Wiccan, and all them other motherfucking religions is not evil. Santeria is not evil. It's not supposed to do. You're not supposed to do anything to harm people. Okay, that didn't do nothing to you. Okay, so when you're an ordained minister, you're supposed to be showing an example, not cheating on your wife and fucking everybody and having kids out of wedlock. Okay, when you're an ordained minister, you're supposed to act accordingly to truth and justice and fairness and good things. Okay, and when you act unaccordingly, when you do evil stuff, when you do wicked things, you lose your. Before I go any farther, I'm supposed to say this: that spirit that be going around, that spirit that be going around molesting women. Okay, it's not a real. It's a real person, but they lay hands on you and they put their nasty demon possessive sex offender nasty ass perverted hands on you, acting like they praying for you, but they really doing witchcraft on you. So when you go to sleep, they can come and molest you in your sleep. Okay, that motherfucker right there, he's gonna die. A brain injury or a aneurysm. I just heard brain injury, aneurysm. So whoever this person is, and this is a real person, he is alive, but he astral projects and he does some really wicked shit, and he molests people in their sleep, and that's why your body's drained, and that's why you're stressed out, and that's why you're tired, and that's why you're the dinosaurs, and your body could be shaking, and you could be thinking that it's seizures or something like that. And it's that God molesting you in your sleep. Now, I advise you, if you are shaking and you think it's seizures, go to the hospital, okay, and see what the doctor says. Don't just think that that's what it is, because it could be a seizure. But for those of you who know what I'm talking about and know the difference, you know what the fuck it is. And so I heard aneurysm and brain tumor. That's what I heard. Brain tumor, aneurysm. So that person that did that to you, or that did that to anyone, is going to have aneurysm or what I just said earlier, y'all, a brain tumor, and he has that right now. And I don't think that this person knows that right now, or this person could know that, or I don't believe this person knows that. So this is a general reading for somebody, whoever this is for, that person, it's a guy too, and this is a black guy, okay? Now it might not be black for everybody, but I'm just saying for half of you, for a lot of you, I'm just feeling this is a black guy, okay? Not trying to be smart. And that person has an aneurysm, or that person has a brain tumor, and I don't feel like that person knows right now what's going on. And that person could be having these headaches that I was talking about. And if that person is listening, he probably going to go get checked and find out you have a brain tumor or an aneurysm. And this person is really going to get nasty, because he ain't going to give a fuck no more, because he's going to be dying. And he's going to try to go around and try to pick with people again. But if you're covered in protection, you don't have nothing to worry about. If you're not covered in protection, suggest you to try something to protect yourself. Whatever you think that is protection for you. But if in the past you've been doing these things to protect yourself and it hasn't been protecting you, then don't use that protection method anymore, because it don't work. But at the end of the day, this person is going to die, and this person is going to get dragged to a bad place, whether it's hell or not. It's going to be evil, it's going to be wicked, it's going to be fire, and he's going to be tormented for the rest of his life. This person that's going around doing this wickedness to people is going to be tormented for the rest of their life, but they ain't going to be able to come back to this earth to torment other people. They're going to be blocked from being able to come back to this earth. They're not going to be able to come back to this earth. Not this lifetime, not the next lifetime. No more earth for them. The only thing they're going to see is that fire and brimstone. They're going to be tormented. So they're not going to, like usually, when people die, they stuck on this earth and they come and they torment other people. This spirit is not going to be, God said, and I don't know why I just say God said, but this spirit is not going to be able to come back to this earth. This spirit that I'm talking about is going to be blocked from this earth, okay? And it doesn't matter what color he is, and if this resonates, you know what I'm talking about. Some of these people that passed and that did evil to people, and that did this fucking shit right here to people, and did a doll on them, or did any witchcraft or evil things to people that did nothing to them, when they die, they're going to go to an evil place, a wicked place, to be tormented. Some of them not going to be able to come back on this earth. But this is saying right here that your enemies, I have to say this too, your enemies could be going through this. Your enemies, the people that wrong you, the people that hurt you, gave you the 3 of swords, the people that, hurt your feelings, the people that cast spells on you, did evil, wicked things to you. They're going through the 9 of swords right now, okay? They got the devil in their life. It's the same way they put the devil in your life. And you might be saying, well, I'm still suffering. But guess what? They suffering even worse. And if this ain't happening yet, this will be happening. And when it does happen, you're going to get your victory. You're going to regain all your shit back, all your good shit back. You're going to celebrate, whether you celebrate with people or not. This could be having parties and celebrating about these wicked, evil people getting what they deserve. And you're going to have the victory for it. See how he's throwing up his machete? And see how they got the 3 of cups? They all got the victory. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 4 people who got the victory. 3 women, one guy. Or this could be 4 people all together. These people could know each other, or these people could not know each other. This could just be you by yourself having a victory and toasting and having fun and enjoying your life. And now love's in your life. The devil's out your life. The fucking 9 of swords is out your life. Okay? These motherfuckers is gone. And now you don't gotta worry about shit no more. I can't see what it can. Oh, now you don't gotta worry about shit no more. But these 2 motherfuckers together, that means that your life is hell. Like it feels like hell on this earth. Like you've been going through a lot of bullshit since you've been a little girl, being raped, being molested. What they call that when people snatch little kids and they go take them to other people and they sell them and they have them as prostitutes. Yeah, shit like that. You might be in a situation like that where you're waking up in a raggedy place like this and stressed out, okay, because you want to go home. They're looking for you. I just heard they're looking for you. I heard they're going to find you. Whether that's a negative thing or a positive thing. For the person that got taken, stolen, and they sold them and they've been prostituting them out, they're going to find you. For the wicked people that's doing evil or drug trafficking or anything like that, they're going to find your ass too. So like I said, it's going to be negative or positive. So I'd like to thank everybody for being on this video. And before I leave, I would like you to give a thumbs up at the bottom of this video. Push that box that says subscribe and push that notification bell. Yes, push the notification bell, and you'll get notifications of the rest of the other videos. And also, you can there's a space where you can make comments. Please be respectful and mindful of everybody else's opinion. And just be respectful and mindful. Everybody has a right to their opinion. You don't have the right to disrespect them just because they don't agree with you. And for the women out there that's in abusive relationship and that's in relationships that make you the dinosaurs, it's time for you to get out that fucking relationship and move on with your life and stop being with fuckery niggas that don't mean you no harm and don't love you and care about you. Okay? That's what you need to do. And before I leave, let me just say this. The tempest, the positive side of karma, the devil, justice, tempest, the devil, higher, the devil, lower self, 7 of swords, 5 of swords, best side, the devil, negative, karma, 7 of swords, 5 of swords, devil, negative side. Okay, so what that means is if you get the 7 of swords, the 5 of swords, beside each other, and you get the devil in this reading anywhere, if it's like that, that's the negative side of your karma. Okay, because the devil is the negative side. The devil is negative. I don't care what type of tarot cards you get that try to make it like the devil is a positive thing. No, that motherfucker is negative. He's wicked and he's evil. Okay, and like I said, the devil is people that's around you. Devil, lower. You're connected to. When you get the devil in a lover's reading, it's saying that you're connected to this person of karma, your connection to this person. So either you're connected to this person through karma, this is your twin flame, this is your soulmate, or you're connected to this person in general. Now, if this ain't a love reading and this is just a general reading, you could be connected to this devil. Okay, this devil is in your life, and this devil came in your life. Either this devil been in your life all your life because your family's cursed or you cursed, or the devil just here in your fucking life. So it's time for us to get rid of the motherfucking devil, y'all. Tell the devil goodbye. Say bye, devil. Come on, bye, devil. There you go. Alright, so I thank everybody for being here. Don't forget the word of the day is symbol. A symbol is a mark, sign, or word that indicates, signifies, or is understood as representing an ideal, an object, or a relationship. Symbols allow people to go beyond what is known or seen by creating linkages between otherwise very different concepts and experiences. The dove is a symbol of peace, or white bird is a symbol of peace. Red is the symbol of roses, or red is the symbol of love and relationship and romance. Okay? And red stands for, and roses stands for love and romance. Black is a symbol that black is a symbol of evil or death. So black, some people believe, is about evil and death. A ladder may stand as a symbol for a connection between heaven and earth. So a ladder representing in some tarot cards or some drawings, and they have the ladder going up to heaven. So that's what the ladder represents. Okay, so that is the symbol word. That is the word for today. That's the symbol. The word is symbol. I'm sorry. And don't forget astrology. This is the zodiac sign Leo. Zodiac element fire. Zodiac symbol lion. July the 22nd to August the 22nd. Duration, tropical, western. Bam. So one more time, y'all, give a good hand, give a nice good hand to the artistic person that did this painting that you're looking at now as you're listening to me. Give a nice applause to them, and also give an applause to yourself for being at this video and staying with me for this long. And I hope that these messages resonate with you, and I hope that the astrology message that I gave you understood. And don't forget, the word of the day is simple. Give yourself a hand. There you go. Thank you. Come back now. You hear?